Hey guys, welcome to this short preview of our Crooked Sheriff prototype. So for this prototype we wanted to see what you can do with VR, especially looking into escape the room games and to see if VR is a viable substitute for creating such games. So, this is still only tech demo or a preview, if you will. All of the kinks are not sorted out just yet, and we still need to have some kind of a hint system in place, and also add some more puzzles to the game. But we do have some kind of continuity to it, so there is a full set of things that you can do to achieve the goals here. So one of the things that isn't yet coded is you would have an introduction from the Crooked Sheriff that placed you into this jail cell. So you're not really guilty of anything, but as the game title goes, he's a crooked sheriff and he wants to get rid of you. And the first clue that you would be getting from his speech is that somebody left you some food here, an old piece of bread, and that would obviously be your first clue to look at. So there doesn't seem to be anything special with this bread or with this cup, so just ignore these. But here you go. We got a note. Listen, Ulfe, and Ailne Elfe, so you can Ikbray out of Isenprey under the Leighton Bay. Okay, so it seems it's a bit coded, but I guess there's something under the... oh, there we go. Looks like a piece of metal. It's probably a nail file, why not? And we can probably... oh, there's the key. And there we go. This is one of the few hints that we have coded in, just to get you off to a flying start. So let's just go ahead and... there we go. Nice. Okay, I guess we no longer need that. So let's just get into position here. And there we go. Got the key. Just easily slip this in. And we're good to go. Okay, so we've escaped the room. We could basically just walk out at this point, but the sheriff is definitely gonna be on our trail soon. So one thing that we need to do is expose him for the crooked sheriff that he is, so that he won't be causing any harm to more people. So what do we have here? Holy Bible, a cup, wine. Nice. Okay. Nothing truly interesting here. Wanted reward $5,000. Seems to be an underline under the 50. Okay. And there seems to be an underline under the 10 of the 1,000. Might need to keep that in mind for future reference. Oh, there we go. There's a safe inside of this cell. That's probably where he keeps his ill-gotten gains, and there's probably the place, if ever there was one, to get some dirt on him so that we may be able to expose him. Unfortunately, we cannot get into this locked room, so we're gonna need to find a way to get in there. There seems to be something here, this puzzle. So let's try to... nice haptic feedback there. Okay. Nothing's going on. Oh. So this is blue and that's blue. So let's just go ahead and move this. Oh. Okay. It's interesting. Okay, so I guess we're missing 4 more of these. So let's go looking. There we go. Here's one. Hello there. Let's just get you back here, and you are this one, the purple-ish one. Okay. Great. So let's just turn you on. And what happens if we do this? Okay, it's all strange. Okay, moving on. So I think I saw one when I was poking around here. There we go. Here's a yellow one. The room in which I'm doing this demo is a bit constricted, so I'm gonna need to do some acrobat. Oh, there's another one. Great. I need to do a bit of acrobatics here to actually put everything into its place. Okay, so yellow one goes here. Okay, that's kind of strange. I guess we'll figure it out when we're done with these things. Okay, let's see if I can reach this one. There we go. I feared it would have been much more complicated, but it got right there. So this is one of the limitations that we've reached with VR, because your hands are unbounded in the real world. You somehow need to constrict some of the actions that you're doing, and there are two ways of doing this. Either the object that you're holding is constricted into the virtual world, or the thing that you're picking up isn't constrained so that it follows your arm's movement. In our case, the object that you're holding isn't constricted, which does lead to some issues. But you would also have another set of issues if you would have gone with it being constrained to the virtual world, because you would get some really weird physics interactions, like close to unlimited forces on them, because they're not actually constrained. Your hands are not actually constrained in the real world, or actually they have different constraints. Okay, so we just need one more of these lamps. Hopefully that's gonna open the door. I'm gonna have to see. Just gonna peek into here and surprise, surprise, we got the green one. Green? Yes, it's green. Okay. So let's go ahead and put you into your place there, mister. Oh, okay. So what we need to do now is basically light them up. So I'm just gonna let's go with this one. Okay, that's a bit strange. Wow. Okay, so I guess go with this one. Ah, okay. So it's also toggling its neighbors. Interesting. There we go. Got the door open. Nice. let's step inside here and just have a look. It's a safe. Go figure. Okay. So, we do know we have a 50 and a 10 from those posters, so that's probably sorry. Those are probably the ciphers that we need to go for, so let's just go ahead and put it to 50 and wait for something to happen. Okay. And put it to 10. Okay, it's still locked. I guess 20. I don't know. Still locked. Okay. So I guess it's more than 2 of those. Okay, so it's not registering anymore, so it's definitely a free number thingy. Let's just set it back to 0 to reset it. Man, my hand is really shaky. Okay. So, hopefully it's been reset. So let's check this out. So we have 50, 10, oh, well there you go, 90. Okay, so it's 90, 50 and 10. Now we're just gonna have to check if it actually did reset. That's gonna be interesting to see. So let's go for 90. So it didn't seem to actually reset. Whoa. So I'm having some issues here with the tracking because I'm basically under the table. Okay, so it didn't actually hit the 0. Great. So, what was it? It was 90. Okay. Then 50. And finally 10. Success. Nice. Okay. So, here we actually have access to the Crooked Sheriff's loot and a bunch of documents that we can use to expose him for the real villain that he is. So this is basically all of the puzzles that we've had in place. In theory, you can just take these and walk out the door, and then do what you gotta do to bring the crooked part of the law to law. One last thing that we wanted to mention for this prototype, late in the development, when we've been putting all of these constraints into place so that you're in a cell door and you need to get the key to get out. One of the things that you could do, because your hands aren't actually bound, your real hands are actually bound to the virtual realm, sorry, was you could just walk out of your cell door and then just do what you wanted to do. So basically just take the key out and open the door, or just walk out and do whatever you wanted to do without hitting the necessary checkpoints to do certain things. So what we did was we implemented a very simple system that's also used in other such games. Not exactly sure if you can see this in the actual recording, but I do have my headset on, and if I'm going through this wall, I can basically just see darkness, and also my teleportation is disabled. So whenever you're hitting certain colliders, you can no longer see and you can no longer interact with the objects within them. The same would go for the safe. It will also prevent you from peeking outside or just walking outside through the walls. So that was also an important part of this experimentation. For us, it was a positive sense that it's viable to not exactly replace traditional escape the room concepts, but maybe go hand in hand with them. So for some people that don't have that much space, they can create a whole bunch of these digital experiences and basically free by free meter room, and with not so many expenses that you would have traditionally when you're building an escape the room experience. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned as we're gonna be posting a demo really soon. We're hoping to get some of the hints inside and also fine-tune it a bit so that you can play it without too many hiccups. So thank you guys. Bye bye.